Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Pass play now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come back, team. Let's go now.
Dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready? 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. A play made by Will Johnson. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
Here we go. Here we go. Lightning 18. 60 Maverick.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up third down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Third
and long. They're going to throw. It's his running back. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down. They're going to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They win for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
On the 6.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Now. Red ball 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Big.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Ward taken right to the air. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Check. Ready.
Ward in the pistol. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive. Taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
On 1st down, they'll run. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stop is made, Oluwafemi Oladejo.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now looking to throw. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Titans will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on. Rig alert. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On the ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
19 seconds. Get it.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They're going play action. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Ward. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Cooking. Warriors 17. 19 Lions.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Titans are leading so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. First down throw here for Ward. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Okay, ready?
First down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Again, Ward going to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Jaguars 45-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Downfield to DK. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Jaguars nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Hand off now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready?
They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Ready.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Roll. Ready? Check.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
At the 15-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready? Let's go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He brings it in. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a 20-zip lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They're throwing it. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Complete left side to Thomas. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Sticking to the air here. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Ready, set.
2nd and 3 now.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 rep, 18 rep, trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass caught by Strange. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Coming to the goal line. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
It's now third and
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hiking 18.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Moody knocks it through, and it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready? No! 70 Timberwolves. Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the jump.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10.
Ready?
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Dixie Maverick, Dixie Maverick. Ready?
Throwing now on first down. Ward.
First down pass. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Okonkwo brings it in. On the move, past the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
It's a gain of
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All set to go now from the 35.
Cougar 19. Go.
First and 10 here. Ward. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Ward in the pistol. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Cavity Lions.
From the red zone on first. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Running on the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd down, looking for options. Gets him on the in route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
13-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, 5, Bronco 80.
To the air with Ward. It's his running back. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
60, Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Chased out to his right. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Cougars, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Ready, ready! Cowboy 80! '79 Broncos! Dragon 60! Ridge!
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Ward. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on, set!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go, Panther 11, Panther 11, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
He's going to throw this one. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. This could be it, this could be it, this could be the corner, boys. Let's go. 19 Lion.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ready up.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Cowboy 80.
Desperation time here. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Ready? No. Smash. Go.
Dive play straight ahead. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready?
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going deep this time. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long for him here. Complete left side to Thomas. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Trap 60.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18. Come on. Set go.
Throwing it again here. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Kate, Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 6 and a first down as well.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
19 Lions. 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They are throwing it again. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Fourth down, pass coming. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Titans take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans continue piling it on here in the fourth.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
dropping back to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Complete over the middle. And he's cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down now, ball at the 33.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19s, go!
Sticking to the air here. This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Jaguars will trail by 25. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Titans nearing their 6th win this season. First and 10 from the 43.
18 Rattler. Ready, go!
We're going to pass it here. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. With the pace here as the clock continues to run.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 6 on the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one's complete over the middle. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, Tennessee.
Okay,
They'll come up on first and 10.
19, stop, deputy! 70 Lions!
They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing now on first down. Ward. Catch made over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Running back sent in motion.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Again, Ward going to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Get it? Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Here he is on third and short. This gets the first and more. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans keep running away with this. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans continue piling onto this lead.
Jaguars 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds the in route, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Titans are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Titans are your winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.